Cold Blood by Simon Bovey. Part 1. Freezerville.
Oh God, which way?
Come with me!
Thank you. Thank you.
Deborah, it's Taft. Will you come to the main door? I've found her. Are you all right? And are you? Have you got any frostbite?
No, I'm okay.
What the hell were you thinking going out there in this?
I couldn't get a wind speed reading. I had to clear the snow off the anemometer. Then I couldn't see you to get back.
No research is worth your life.
10 meters. That's all it was. I thought I'd be okay, but I couldn't see you.
No one goes out alone in this weather.
Everyone was at the party. I didn't want to disturb.
This might be your first tour on a research station, and you've got a lot to learn. But you know, you always come and get someone. And if you're going out, you dress properly, even if it's only 10 meters. This coat of yours is useless. 30 seconds in your face out there, you'd start getting hypothermia. 60 and it's serious. A minute and a half and you wouldn't have got up again. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
Man, you had us all worried. Quite a baptism of frost. Bravo, boss.
Just got lucky. I was downwind when she shouted.
Right, let's check the temperature. Did you take your gloves off or get any snow in your clothing?
No, I'm fine. I'm just embarrassed I put everyone to this trouble. I'm sorry.
I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to learn from it. Antarctica kills people, but no one is dying on my watch.
Thank you. I really screwed up, didn't I?
Don't worry, you'll forget all about it in a year or two.
Yeah, tough love, we all get it. Besides, if you don't make a mistake round here, you may never hear your name mentioned.
Well, you look okay, but if you start to get any blistering on your fingers or nose, you tell me.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh, sounds like someone started the party again.
Well, a day's not a total waste of makeup then.
What are we celebrating?
Rebecca from Geophys is phoning. It's her dog's birthday.
A dog's birthday.
We could change it to you not dying if you like.
Let's stick with the dog.
You've got to try the ice. One of the beakers... Oh, no offence. Rod, one of the scientists, brought a lump of glacier in. When it melts, the released air makes your drink bubble like an Alka-Seltzer. It is so cool!
Thanks. Could this be any more embarrassing?
Act stupid. They'll think it's poise.
Grab a seat, I'll get the drinks.
No half measures.
Would I? Hi, boss. Drink? Do you realise that this water was frozen when Christ was alive?
Well, then pray saves you from a hangover, because if it's still blowing tomorrow, I want you to string safety lines between the huts.
Oh, right.
Is she okay?
After you shouting at her, yeah, I think so. Deb said she is.
Committed to her work. I'll say that for her.
Foxy, too, for a beaker.
She's meteorology. Studying the aurora.
Oh, well, she's got enough night.
Do you think she'll stand 8 months of it without climbing the walls?
I can get the rubber room ready.
I'll keep it in reserve. I'll just keep an eye on people for insomnia.
Oh, you worry too much, boss. I'll be too busy for a start. You know research scientists, they're always looking for something.
That's why everyone comes here. Look, I'll see you in the morning.
You're not going to join us?
No, another time. I've got reports to write.
Here, Rod, you want to watch that, mate?
Here we go, ladies. Second coming cocktails, Nostrovia.
Cheers.
So where do you live? In the real world?
London.
Oh, is it still standing?
Just about. But Heathrow's not very healthy.
I was there when it happened. It's what convinced me to come here. Mind you, here's not so pristine since McMurdo.
You've been here 8 years.
On and off. Though more on than off.
Yeah, the boss is the old lag. He's been here getting on for 10.
Commander Taft? God, that's a lifetime. He must really love it here.
I think he and Antarctica have a special relationship, yeah.
And as you found out, he can be a bit of a force of nature himself when it comes to doing the right thing here. Is this your first time?
I did a couple of weeks in the Arctic. That was pretty cold.
Cold?
Don't start, Max.
90% of the Earth's ice is here. It's the coldest, highest, driest and windiest continent in the world. Jam-packed with gas, oil, gold, diamonds, minerals, and more unexploited biodiversity than you can name. It's a one-stop shop with freezer cabinets. Which is a pity, really, because since the Osaka Protocol, it's been open season.
You want useless facts, Max is your man. All I have to say is you don't get used to the cold and dark.
Yeah, but summers are just the best.
Is that what keeps you here?
No, it's more when you get home, you realise you haven't got a life there. So you sign on for another 2 years. After a while, it's all you want.
That's why you're all so...
Correct?
Insular?
close.
Relationships here do tend to be more intimate. You can't share Antarctica with anyone. No one at home understands because there's nowhere else on Earth like it.
Winter population is only around 1,000 in the whole country. We don't get out much. No, but don't worry, you'll soon be part of the flock. Joel, Ginger and Hammett are overwintering for the first time as well, so you're not alone. They're all life sciences, monitoring the nanobot pollution from McMurdo. You've got to watch Hammett and Joel though, mind. They clog up the SAT download with porn.
They don't wash that much either.
And Paul over there, he's my maintenance assistant. And Rod and Rebecca are both geophysics and resident chefs, so they've always got loads of chocolate. And Deb here's the first port of call when you need alcohol.
Max.
We reckon she has a still in medical.
Nothing so common. I have a man at Derriford who smuggles vodka in for me with the saline bags.
Now that's information. Bloody hell!
What's that?
It's con traffic. It's an SOS.
This is Ellsworth Station. Ellsworth responding, over.
Who is it?
I don't know yet. This is Ellsworth Station. Ellsworth responding, over. This is Ellsworth. Are you receiving, over?
BAS would use a sat phone, wouldn't they?
Always. Must be local.
Local?
Places at Halley and Sky Blue are dark. Argentinians up at Grano are only about 1,000 miles away. Maybe the septic tanks, Kiwis, who knows?
Nothing, boss. Maybe they were cold calling. Oh, wait a minute. This is Ellsworth responding, over.
Thank God. This is Carrie Burke from the ADZAC team. Leave Mitchell Bluff. Team leader Bowers has gone. You're poor already.
What did she say?
Bowers.
To you, but our fuel is low. Can you meet us at 54 degrees south? Over.
Say again, Carrie, over.
67 degrees west. 50. We're dying here.
ADZAC, come in, ADZAC.
ADZAC are still on the continent.
They're the big boys in bioprospecting. Money talks.
I've lost them.
Try and get them back.
Tell them I'm on my way.
Wait a minute, boss, you can't go...
Tell them, Max.
Nat! Wait! You can't go out there. As base doctor, your health is my responsibility, and I'm not letting you walk out that door.
I have to try.
It's more than 50 miles in whiteout conditions. Now, that's not a rescue mission, it's a suicide pact.
And it's minus 30. If you calculate wind chill, then it's more like minus 50.
They're dead, Nat. They just don't know it yet.
Oh, right. Damn it. But we'll keep the radio manned at least. Give them some hope.
You know someone out there?
Bowers. Yeah.
We were friends.
It was a jolt hearing his name. I hadn't seen him for 7 years, but I'd thought about him. Looking forward to the past is a weakness of mine. We share a history of loss. And now, I felt it all over again. Getting enough coffee for both of us.
Bloody hell, boss. You made me jump. I didn't see you in the dark.
Anything?
No, I've been calling them on the hour all night, but I just get white noise back.
Thanks for trying.
Hell no, I'm just sorry about your friend.
Yeah.
But you know, that's how I'd like to go. Man against the elements, doing something courageous, significant. Turned to ice and never degrade. Right there was Scott and Oates and the others, young forever. Yeah, well, I'm sure you don't want to hear me rabbit on. Right, I'm just going for an OT.
Sorry?
An OT. I'm just going to the bog and maybe some time. Well, you haven't heard that before.
Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Main entrance.
What the hell is that?
Only one way of finding out.
Wait, don't let it in! Bloody hell!
Help me get him in.
Who is it?
Get Deborah, quick.
Yeah, right.
Nathaniel.
It's all right now, Bowers. Everything's going to be all right. How is he?
Exhausted, dehydrated, and in shock.
Will he live?
Oh, yeah, he'll live. And you're not going to believe this. I can't find an inch of frostbite on him.
What?
He's either the luckiest person I've ever seen or the toughest.
Well, that's impossible. He was out there for over 5 hours, wearing only one layer of gear.
If you don't believe me, you check him over.
Can I talk to him?
Tomorrow. I've sedated him.
I need to know where the others are.
He's in no condition to tell you.
All right. Well, let me know the moment he wakes up.
Are you okay with this?
Why wouldn't I be?
I just thought, baggage.
That was a long time ago. On a different continent.
Morning!
Morning! Did you hear?
You kidding? It's the talk of the station.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it? Man, I'd love to have done something like that.
Lose all your workmates and nearly freeze to death?
Well, okay, not the workmates bit, but out there, alone. Doesn't get more real, more alive, raw.
No, thank you.
Oh, I love it. I get out there as often as I can. You really experience something profound. It's like plugging yourself into the spiritual equivalent of the national grid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the summer, maybe. You look busy.
I am using the Force to service the heating pipes.
Max, that's duct tape.
Only to the uninitiated. It has a light side and a dark side, Luke, and holds the universe together, it does,
Morning. Oh. You still with us?
Nathaniel. Oh, you tell me.
Much to the surprise of everyone.
How long have I been here?
About 9 hours. You want to tell me what happened?
Well, I don't remember much of it. It's vague.
Well, why don't we start with what you were doing out there?
Running.
From what?
I don't know. I was working late. A centrifuge was going, and then I thought I heard gunfire.
So you thought, or it was?
No, it was. I went into the corridor and I couldn't believe it. It was ablaze. Then I heard it more clearly. Then it was gunfire.
Well, it couldn't have been the fire? Flares exploding? Fuel cells? Something like that?
Down the end of the corridor, I saw a man, Jeffrey Metz, and he was burning Nathaniel, flames around his head. I was about to help him, but then someone shot him from behind. I suppose it was a mercy, but it was terrible.
Who shot him?
I didn't see. But Garrard said he saw men before it all happened. Men running across the ice towards us.
What men?
I don't know.
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know?
I didn't see them, Nathaniel. I don't know.
All right. All right. But some of you got out.
Carrie Burke, Ian Garrard, and myself. Just 3 of us. From the 12. Garrard started a snowcat and we fled. Mitchell Bluff was burning, seemed the only thing we could do.
Burke radioed us about 10 last night.
Yeah. We were over halfway, and Garrard realized we weren't going to make it. Not enough fuel. Gary thought if you could come and meet us, we'd have a chance.
It was a whiteout here.
It would have been suicide, I know that. But the other two clung to the belief that you'd come.
So, you went out alone?
The earliest polar explorers carried opium pills to finish themselves off should the worst happen. None of them ever did, though. I admire that. Find what you love, and let it kill you.
Bowers, are you telling me you walked here alone?
I weighed the odds. Made my choice to trust in action or meet death head on.
How far?
30, maybe 40 miles. From the Shambles Glacier.
My God. So, Burke and Garrett are still with the cat?
Can we do anything for them?
We'll have to wait for the storm to drop. And then, well, if they dig themselves in, who knows?
But it's unlikely.
We can only pray they use the survival training. I'll go out as soon as I can.
Antarctica is a mistress that asks so much of us.
When did you come back?
2012. Too long away. I felt that restless longing for it. Antarctica touches you so deeply, Nathaniel, that it's like a wound. But you know that. Have you ever left?
I love it here too, Bowers. That's one thing we can share.
I didn't mean...
No, forget it. Working for Adzak, there's something I never thought you'd do.
I have unfinished business here. Adzak gave me the chance and the resources to finish it, and Nathaniel, I'm so close. You have a lab here, the Rosca, the best in Antarctica, yes?
Yeah, well, slow down.
Please, I must continue my research. People have died for this.
What do you mean they've died?
Mitchell Bluff was just a research facility. Pharmaceuticals and genetic manipulation. Those men can only have been after what we found. It's critical, Nathaniel. I must continue. I must publish before the others steal it. Time is of the essence.
And one thing at a time. When you're feeling better, we'll talk about it. But if there's someone out there, the less you're moving about, the better. It'll be you they want. Okay? Dr. Marks wants you here under observation for a couple of days, but I'll organize some quarters for you.
Thank you.
Rest now.
Oh, Nathaniel. Look, please, about the lab. It's so very important.
And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
To hell with tomorrow.
Forces again today as the flooding in South Asia worsens. Relief agencies...
Yes, come in.
2 million.
Sir?
Anaya,
Sorry about the mess. I haven't had a chance to unpack
I just
properly.
need to know how long this storm is going to last.
Well, it's a katabatic wind, so that'll ease off. But there's a frontal system coming from the north that'll...
Anaya, how long?
There may be a window tomorrow afternoon, sir.
Well, check for me, will you? Oh, and call me Nat.
As long as...
Hey, boss! How is he? Was he up yet?
Give the man a chance, Max.
I just wanted a glimpse.
Of the Antarctic Superman.
Well, you've got to admit, it's pretty incredible. I mean, no one's done anything like this since Mawson in 1913. And he was pretty messed up when he finally got back. But Bowers took on the worst the continent could throw at him and won.
There are 11 others that lost.
Yeah, I know.
So, before we canonize the man, let's find out what happened. How soon can you get Snowcat ready for me?
Boss, you're not going out there.
Someone has to.
Too far, too high, too cold.
I know. But I reckon a cat towing a trailer with 4 extra drums of kerosene should be a good safety margin.
Oh, I don't know. There'll be a lot of sastrugi. And Lizard Ridge is going to be a bitch unless we get a dingle day.
Well, you let me worry about that. Just get one ready.
You're the boss. Oh, hello, Mr. Bowers. Should you be up?
Sir?
Nat.
Sorry. That weather report you wanted. The storm will clear around 11:30 tomorrow, but it won't last long. A day at the most.
Good. Well, that's great. Thank you. Look, Anaya, if I bit your head off yesterday, it's nothing personal. I do the same to anyone.
There's such a fine line between life and death out here.
You don't have to apologise. You saved my life.
Well, I don't think we can say that.
I'd never have found the station alone. And given the danger just setting foot outside the hut, it makes your willingness to go out last night even more brave.
I don't know about that. Just hot-headed and stupid.
I think it was brave. And you know,
Am I the doctor here?
Well, last time I checked,
And as the doctor, when I say someone stays in medical, that's where they stay.
no question.
So why isn't Bowers still there?
What are you talking about?
Ginger just told me Max and Paul have taken him over to the lab.
What?
They're powering it up.
Like hell they are.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Mr. Bowers,
What are you doing here? I thought I made it clear the doctor wanted you to stay in medical.
Really, I'm fine.
I'd like to be the judge of that.
I do know how to spot a late shock. Or the symptoms of anything else you think I might have.
Humour me.
Well, what if we meet each other halfway, and I come back once I've finished here?
You're finished now. I thought I made it clear to you. You don't get to say what happens here. 11 members of your team are missing in British Antarctic Survey jurisdiction. That means out here, there's me, and then there's God.
Nat.
Sorry, boss. Paul and I were out back trying to get the boiler fired up, and everything okay?
Look, Bowers, you go with Deborah. When she says so, we'll talk about your research.
I see. I overruled your authority. I'm sorry. I asked Max to power up the lab, so please don't blame him. But, Nathaniel, I must continue. Look, I'm so close to something monumental.
What?
Mr. Bowers, please, sit down.
I can't tell you that right now. But believe me when I say I'm close to a breakthrough that will make the discovery of penicillin, the DNA, or the AIDS vaccine seem like mere tinkering. It will change the world.
Hasn't it changed enough?
How close?
Close enough for you to be using it in your lifetime. Nathaniel, men are judged by what they achieve, not what they attempt. I implore you, let me use this lab.
Max?
Well, it'd be good to keep it going. Less maintenance come the spring.
All right.
Thank you.
But only when Deborah says you can.
Of course. Doctor, after you.
I'd like to monitor your body temperature for
He said he'd asked you, boss.
It's okay. I know what he's like.
You said 11 missing. Do you know what happened?
Not yet. But I'm going to find out.
Too far, too high, too cold is the litany used when discussing doing anything here. It's a 300-mile round trip to Mitchell Bluff, across some of the worst glacier ice on the continent. But if God had intended anything when he gave us a neck, it was surely to stick it out now and again. I should have radioed the Falklands about this, but since the disaster at McMurdo and the 4-year moratorium on all research, dead scientists make powerful political capital. Nanobot pollution's still bad in some places in the south, and there are some who see this as another reason to shut us down for good. I need information and facts before the world knows.
Looks nice now, but this weather could break at any time.
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
When you come to it, you'll need up-to-date Met information and someone who knows how to interpret it.
No.
Nat, I don't think you know what you're getting yourself into. This weather.
No, I don't. And if I did, maybe I wouldn't go. But I do know I have to try. There could be people out there praying for someone to rescue them. And I need experience with me. I've got the GPS. I can radio for updates.
Maybe not. There's a lot of aurora activity, and that's going to make shortwave and sat communications difficult.
Anybody think you're trying to put me off? Max, how we doing?
Yeah, okay, but I've had to give you the Tucker and she's due a transmission service.
What's wrong with the Foremost?
Well, I don't know. I fueled her up yesterday and she was Bristol, but I gave her a final check over this morning and the sump was cracked.
Will the Tucker make it?
Oh, yeah, just don't go over 70 and call the AA if you need any antifreeze.
Very funny.
Nat, there's a problem. I don't think I should go. I'm pumping another litre of saline into Bowers now, and then I'll let him loose, but I really think I need to keep an eye on him.
I thought you said he was okay.
Physically, he's recovered very well, but it's mentally I'm worried about. I think he's using his work to displace feelings of survivor guilt and grief. Or maybe I'm wrong,
And?
he really is close to something that's going to change the world.
And you want to be here if he finds it?
There's enough of the research scientist left in me to have a passing interest, yeah.
Well, what do I do if I find someone out there that needs you?
Wrap them up, pump them full of morphine and get them back here. It's all I'd be able to do. Why don't you take Max?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I could come along.
No, I need you here. I'll go alone.
Well, you'll need someone to watch for crevasses.
I'll go.
Good idea.
Yeah, all right, I suppose that makes sense.
All right. You're with me.
Oh, thank you. You won't regret this.
Look, this isn't a jolly. It's going to be tough out there.
Right. Sorry.
Have you used ground sonar before?
No?
Right, then let's go to school on it. Come on. Its job is to locate crevasses ahead.
Thanks.
No, you're right. You need to keep an eye on him.
You don't mind me saying so. There's a definite stirring of the chemicals between the two of you.
I'm trying hard for there not to be.
You're not doing a very good job.
What can I tell you? Old rivalries. You know, we both studied biology at Cambridge. I won the first year's merit prize, so he burnt the midnight oil and won it for the next 2 years. So I still feel like he has to get one over on me. Last time I saw him was in 2008, working on a treatment for leukemia.
Before McMurdo blew.
Yeah, but I wonder if that's what he's close to now.
It's what his wife died of, isn't it?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, I think.
You think?
2 years, 3 months.
Well, now he's working for Adzak.
Ironic, isn't it?
Now, you'll take care out there, won't you?
Well, you know what a careful guy I am.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Thanks.
Okay, boss, you ready?
Good. As soon as we get there, I'll radio you.
Bloody hell, boss.
What?
You didn't mention you were going armed. Is that your idea of being careful?
Just insurance.
What's a gun insurance against?
It's just SOP. Read your field trip manuals. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, stay brave, boss. I've never been on a field trip where I needed a gun.
Who'd want to?
What do you think they'll find?
Nothing good.
He's gone then?
If you want to tell him something, you can use the radio.
No, I just wanted to wish him luck. He's going to need it.
Cold Blood by Simon Bovey. Part 2. Cold Heart.
There's a crevasse 100 yards ahead. Steer 060.
060. You got the hang of that sonar now?
I think so.
Okay. Halfway between Ellsworth and Mitchell Bluff. You seen anything of the Adzak cat yet?
Nothing on infrared. Could it be buried by snow and we missed it?
Not yet. We should have seen it pretty clearly on this ice shelf.
More light would help.
Well, this is as bright as it gets until August. Hang on, I'll charge up the floods.
What's the fire on the horizon?
Progress. Gas burn-off from the oil rigs on the Ross Sea.
It can't be. That's over 2,000 kilometers away.
Air's clearer here, at least for now. Mind your eyes. Here goes.
I had no idea.
Beautiful, isn't it? We have pierced the veneer of outside things. Suffered, starved, and triumphed. We have seen God in his splendors, heard the text that nature renders. We have reached the naked soul of man.
What was that?
Shackleton. Well, it's something like that anyway.
That's wonderful.
So, you want to watch that monitor before we have an unexpected pit stop?
Right.
Reached the Antarctic claimed there was no evidence to suggest that the slowing of the Gulf Stream was anything more
Hey,
than
Dad.
a natural process.
In here.
And in other news,
You coming for a smoko? Rod's baked cakes.
It'll cut into my cocktail hour. You want one?
A vodka'd waste me this early.
And mainly orange juice. Anything from Nat?
Not yet. Hey, what do you think the gun was all about?
Well, it's like he said, insurance.
What from? Penguins? This has all gone pretty real in a hurry. 11 people missing. I mean, these days with SATCOMs, GPS and burst radios, how can that happen?
It's been a bad storm, Max.
It's winter, it's always bad. I looked it up, do you know? The last scientist to die on BAS territory was 1966. This was the safest place on the planet up till yesterday.
133 dead Americans at McMurdo might disagree with you about
Well, that was their territory, it doesn't count.
Max, shut up and have a drink.
Is Bauer still here?
I passed him fit a couple of hours ago. He went straight to the lab to work on changing the world.
Do you think he means it?
Well, he's got the credentials. Cambridge and Johns Hopkins. If he says he's found something important, then I, for one, am listening.
Dr. Marks.
Oh, talk with the devil.
In here, Mr. Bowers.
Oh, Max. Actually, it was you I was looking for.
Get in line.
I need Canicaidae. Ice fish. Important for my research.
Oh, right. Well, the sea ice is over 8 feet thick at the moment.
And there's no way I'm allowing you to dive after what you've been through. It's far too risky.
There's always risk in being alive, Doctor. The more alive you are, the more risk there is. But I assure you, I don't intend to dive. 3 or 4 fish traps under the ice will do.
Oh, you mean boar fishing? Oh, yeah, okay. We can do that. When did you have in mind?
No time like the present.
Now?
It is important.
Oh, okay. Well, give us an hour to load the caterpillar.
Thank you, Max. Oh,
Are you okay, Mr. Bowers? Maybe you should come back to
no,
medical.
I'm fine. It's just hot in here.
Does it feel hot in here to you?
A lot hotter than it's going to be out on the shelf.
I should come with you.
Full of vodka?
I've had one. But you're right. Maybe it's not a good idea.
I'll pull Paul off for maintenance. He'll enjoy it. And actually, it'll be good to get out for a while. Hey, Paul, it's Max. You fixed that pump yet? Paul? Paul, this is Max. Anyone? Have you seen Paul?
There it is,
I can't see it.
up ahead. You can just see the roof.
This is a lot further than he said, isn't it?
67 degrees west, 54 degrees south. It's 86 miles out.
He walked from here.
Yeah, it's an Adzak cat. No one inside. Where the hell are they?
Nat, come and look at this. What do you think that is?
Blood?
This seems to be very slow, Max.
Yeah, stick ice. And you might want to stand back. The water has a habit of gushing up once you're through.
I have used ice drills before.
Yeah, it's just if we get wet out here, we'll freeze faster than the bankrupt's assets, you know? Frostbite in 2 seconds.
I'm fine.
Right. So, ice fish, eh? Huh. Never seen one. You know, we used to get a daily penguins nesting along here, but we haven't had them for the past couple of years. I miss them. Funny little fellas.
There's nothing here for them anymore.
Oh, I suppose not.
You have no idea, do you?
What?
Out there is the most fertile sea in the world, where plankton breed, the base of the food chain, and we're polluting it. The biomass has shifted already. There's no fish, so nothing for the adelies. The food chain here is very, very fragile and very short. Once a link is broken, the chain is lost.
Deja doo-doo.
What?
Finding ourselves in the same crap again. The rainforest, the tundra, now Antarctica. God knows we never learn.
If there is a god, I suspect he long ago abandoned this place.
Yeah, but if you think about it, here we are, no fur, no blubber, but we're going fishing when it's 20 below and through ice that's thicker than I am tall. You have to admire us for our adaptability.
Admire? Max, in 1823, Just 6 years after Antarctica was discovered, the fur seal was almost extinct from Georgia to the Kerguelen archipelago. And why? Coats. Fur coats.
Yeah, but...
Whole herds would be systematically slaughtered with no thought for tomorrow. And here's man doing it again, only this time on a global scale. Once the sea is dead, everything's dead. How can you admire that?
Well, when you put it... Get back, it's through! Oh, hell! Quick, inside the caterpillar! Mr. Barrett, get inside!
It's a lonely looking place.
And according to Bowers, he shouldn't even be here. He told me they fled because the whole of Mitchell Bluff was ablaze.
Doesn't look like there's been a fire. It's in a bad way, though.
Yeah. Entrance is over here. Come on.
Nat, what are those? Bullet holes.
They look like, yeah. That much of Bowers' story is true.
They are. So that's why you brought the gun. What happened here?
I hope that's what we'll find out. Stay behind me.
Cold in here.
Heating's off. Shell cases. 9mm. A lot of them, too.
Nat, what if whoever did this is still here?
Then we can ask them what happened. This way.
Dinner's still on the table.
Yeah. Something went wrong in a hurry. Strange.
What?
Gas cylinders have gone.
Do you think that maybe Adzak airlifted them off or something? You know, to investigate.
Careful. Watch where you're treading.
What? Oh, God. Is this more blood? Nat, let's go. Something bad happened here.
No, just calm down. Get it done when you're doing it. Think about it when it's over, all right?
Okay. Okay.
Step round it.
I'm sorry. I just, you know...
I'm pretty freak myself.
How many people were living here?
Well, Bowers said 12. Hang on. Radio room. Let me check it. It's fritzed. Aerial relays have been smashed. Let's find the lab.
Someone sure did a number on this.
There, I guess, cylinders. Hey, look at this. Someone's used them as flamethrowers. See the scorch marks up at the wall?
Is there anything that isn't broken? Even the computers are smashed.
The doors have been forced. There was a struggle here, some kind of fight.
Nat, look at this. There's a liquid in the centrifuge here that hasn't frozen.
What? It's got to be minus 15 or less.
Then how can that be?
Don't touch it! Don't touch anything! Let's check out the whole station before we start picking over things. This way. No wonder it's cold. Something's wedged the back door open. You might want to wait there.
Why?
You just might want to.
I'm a scientist. It took me unawares back there, that's all. But I'm okay now.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh my God, what happened to his face?
Skua gulls. They ate what they could until whoever it is froze. Bridget Hansen. He's a she.
I know that name.
So you should. She's a Nobel Prize winner.
Dear God, what happened here? Nat, I think there must have been some kind of group hysteria. If the Calden
No, forget the big picture. It's the details that count.
How do you mean?
The lab was trashed methodically. Everything in there was broken. Secondly, the radio was sabotaged. And finally, there are 12 people living here. Some of them sat down to eat a meal. Now, you don't do that if you're paranoid.
Well, where is everybody?
Bowers, Burke, and Garrett left in a cat. Bridget isn't going anywhere. And there are 4 here.
What?
Here. You don't dig graves for people if you're fleeing from gunmen.
Is that what he told you?
Someone attacked this place, but not in the way he made out. Come on.
Where to?
Back to Ellsworth.
Find him?
No one's seen him since this morning. You probably saw him last.
This isn't like Paul. Something must have happened to him, Deb. I'm going to grab a skidoo and check outside.
Well, hang on. I'll come with you. I'll just get my parka.
Here, did Bowers come and see you?
No, why?
Oh, I knew it. I told him to, but does he listen?
Slow down, Max. Why did you tell him to see me?
We were boring holes for his precious fish traps, and I told him it's likely to gush, but he stood right near the edge and got drenched. Cold and dry is one thing, but cold and wet, you're freezing.
And what was he wearing?
Well, bunny boots and windies, same as me.
What about underneath?
I didn't check out the man's knickers, Deb.
I meant he might have been wearing a dry suit. He's drilled holes before, and if it was me, I'd be wearing one.
Well, maybe you had to be there. You ready?
Paul wouldn't have come this far on foot, Max.
It's the only building left to check. And if he came out of the boiler room and kept going straight, he'd have hit it eventually.
Can't see a thing.
Stay there. The lights are over. Oh!
You all right?
Yeah. Wildest trip I've had in... Bloody hell, Paul. Paul, mate, are you okay?
Let me look at him.
Deb, his neck.
What the hell did that?
Ellsworth, this is Taft. Come in. Over. Max, you there? Damn it.
It's the Aurora. It wipes everything out.
Great.
We're coming into an area of firn ice. I can't get a reading ahead.
Well, do your best.
Maybe we should slow down a bit.
I want to get back tonight.
Nat, wait!
We're slotted. That was hairy. It doesn't look that big a crevasse. Bloody transmission slipped. Otherwise, we'd have got clear.
Can we move it?
No. The trail is stuck fast. We're gonna have to lose it. Okay. I'll have to cable the snowcat so she doesn't slide. Then I'll tank as much fuel as I can from the reserves.
Will we have enough?
We'll be on fumes, but yeah, we'll have enough. We won't make it tonight, though.
What can I do to help?
Just get warm, pitch the tent, get the primers going, and the chocolate on. This is going to be cold work.
Lock the door.
One, two.
You ever seen anything like that?
Only in the movies.
What the hell happened to him?
I'm not even sure I want to know. There's a puncture wound this side of his neck. And then it's been ripped forward. But there was no blood on the floor, was there? Oh, took out the windpipe and half the spine with it. Head's just held on with skin.
How can he be frozen like that, but the blood's still wet?
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean you don't know? You gotta know. You're the doctor. I mean, what the hell's going on?
Max.
We need to tell.
Max? All right, Max. Breathe into the bag. Just a panic attack. That's right. Slow.
I'm okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, you beat me to it is all.
This is all going to hell, Deb.
Tell me about it.
What do we tell the others?
Well, we tell him we found him. Tell him he got lost outside. But whatever we do, we don't mention his throat.
Here, hot chocolate.
Thanks. Oh, that's good. Well, the cat's okay. And without the trailer, we should make better time. 4-5 hours.
Pressure's dropped. That frontal system I was worried about is moving in.
Well, the sooner we're away from that, the better then.
What do you think happened, Nat? They were just researchers. Why would anyone want to kill them?
Greed.
What do you mean?
When I first came out here, this was a pristine environment. We barely made a mark on the coast. But since the Osaka Protocol, biotechnology companies have turned this into gold rush country. There's a race to exploit the extremophiles that thrive here. Unique enzymes that will revolutionize industrial processes, create new antibiotics, new elixirs of life. It's the lure of capturing lightning in a bottle. There are fortunes to be made, and some people will do anything to get it.
You're talking about industrial espionage.
Whatever it is, Bowers knows more than he's telling us. Have you managed to raise base?
Still the same, just static.
Ellsworth, this is Taft. Come in. Over.
I told you it's the Aurora. Here, you can see it. There. It's at its peak at the moment. It's funny. Even though I know it's just ions in the upper atmosphere, I still think it's magical. So quiet here. So beautiful. So isolated. We could be the last two people on the planet. I can see now why Max loves to come out onto the ice.
Yeah. I sometimes think if God's anywhere, then he's here.
I can believe that. It's a special place.
I'm glad you think so. Though how special it'll stay remains to be seen. It's changed so much in 10 years. The ice is thinner, winter's more extreme, and the summer's warmer. We should have kept this place as it was.
I thought Osaka was meant to do that, allow for sustainable, eco-friendly extraction of resources.
Oh, that crap's for the tourists, Anaya. We do what we always do. Control things, diminish them. We make them man-size, and by doing so, we lose something. Mystery, I guess.
Isn't there a little too much mystery out there tonight?
Yes. And a kind of violence this continent's never seen before.
Don't. Please, Nat. Just for a moment. Hold me, please.
What are you playing at?
I didn't...
This is a cruel and vicious place, Anaya. It looks beautiful, but that's just a disguise. Romantic ideals don't cut it. That's why I came. That's why I stay. It's simple here.
I'm sorry.
Just pack up the tent. I'll start warming the cat.
Oh, please, Nat. Let's not go because... Oh... Damn.
I wouldn't have used guns. There's too much evidence. I'd have burnt the place down completely. Made it look like an accident. Just another tragedy. Not a massacre.
Not much of a welcome committee. Where is everybody?
Deb? Max? Max? It's Nat.
You don't think...
Listen! Whoa, let's find out who it is before you brain them with a fire axe. Now, come in here. Get ready to run when I say.
I am ready.
Oh, boss! Thank God! Sorry to give you bad news before you even got your coat off, boss. I did try to radio you, but I couldn't get a signal.
Neither could we.
Suicide?
It would be impossible to do that much damage without dying before you'd finished it. And anyway, you'd make a hell of a mess, but there was hardly any blood where we found him. In fact, he was completely exsanguinated.
What?
Bled dry. So if he did kill himself, someone moved him over there.
Which is unlikely.
Not to mention weird.
So say it. We have a murderer on the base.
Come on, who'd want to kill Paul?
Maybe he saw something he shouldn't have.
Like what?
Well, we saw...
But we don't know. How's Bowers been holding up?
Fine. He's kept away from me, which is all I ask of people. He's kept Max pretty busy, though.
Yeah, he needed specimens. Ice fish.
What for?
You know me, boss, I'm a firm believer in ignorance. Since then, he's taken up residency in the lab. I don't think he likes people much.
Sounds like Bowers. Okay. I'm going over there.
Well, hang on. What happened out there? What did you find at Mitchell Bluff?
Lies.
Bowers. Bowers.
Home is the hero.
It's cold in here.
Is it?
We need to talk.
It can't wait. Only, as you can see, I'm terribly busy.
Thought you'd like to know I found your snowcat.
I knew you would.
Burke and Garrett never got further than their radio message.
Mm-hmm.
Bowers, are you listening to me?
I'm sorry, Nathaniel. I have to do these analyses now. Can this wait? Good God, man, no!
Now you've got some time on your hands.
Don't you know what you've done? I have critical experiments going on in here.
Tell me.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Take a stab.
You have a very aggressive way of asking a question.
You have an evasive way of not answering.
I've told you all I know.
You haven't told me a damn thing. Look, Bowers, you've had the most amazing comeback since Lazarus, I'll give you that, but there is no way I'm going to believe you walked from where I found your cat. That's over 18 miles. Twice the distance you claim. You simply wouldn't make it.
Never underestimate the tenacity of life.
Actually, it's death I keep thinking about. I saw the graves. I saw Bridget Hanson with her face chewed off, and I found a hell of a lot of blood. But I can't account for 4 members of your team, so what happened? Where are they?
It was very confusing. I told you, there was a fire.
There was no fire! Bowers! Give me something.
This is a hard continent. Bad things happen, isn't that its appeal? Why we come? To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Do you know that, Nathaniel?
It's engraved on the cross at Hut Point, in honour of Scott, amongst others.
To seek and to find. Nothing else matters. All other considerations are meaningless. Don't you see that? Scott knew. Drove on past the point at which Shackleton turned back despite punishing weather, because he wanted the knowledge that's out there.
I seem to remember he died. Better a live donkey than a dead lion.
Ah, a Scott man or a Shackleton man. Don't you think it defines what kind of person you are?
Never gave it much thought.
To seek and to find. But we need to be careful what questions we ask, Nathaniel, because the answers we get might not be the ones we sought. Believe me, I know.
And what have you found?
Hope.
You're not going to change the story?
Is it a story?
You know it is. But I think I can do better. You've got a drug, something some people will pay a lot of money for, and you decide not to give it to Adzak. That's your revenge for Lauren's death. You sold it to their rivals, and maybe Hansen found out and was going to tell someone, so something had to be done. No, maybe you called in support, or you're in cahoots with the other 4 members of your team. Hell, maybe even that's gone wrong. There's no honour among thieves, and you always did forge your own path.
Very imaginative.
It wasn't much of a reach.
Do you really think so little of me?
I don't think of you at all. I'm just giving you a chance to come clean.
You always were weak.
You're giving me no choice. I'm sorry, Bowers, but I'm confining you to quarters.
I'm confined here.
You're coming inside the station until you decide to share with me what happened at Mitchell Bluff. I'm locking Ellsworth down.
It's 30 below. No one can get in, no one can get out, and it's dark, Nathaniel. We're already locked down.
Cold Blood by Simon Bovey. Part 3. The Changing Man.
I spent a week on the ice with Paul last summer. He said some people thought Antarctica was the site of Atlantis. But now he knew that Atlantis was within us, and he was home.
Deep.
Yeah, well, it was cold.
Here you are. What's the occasion?
Oh, it's just a little ceremony for Paul. Sorry, boss.
No. Here, give me one of those. To Paul.
To Paul.
Did Bowers tell you anything?
Well, nothing helpful.
They do seem to talk a lot on his planet.
Is he still in the lab?
No. Actually, I've put him under house arrest.
You've done what?
Hamid's guarding the door. He didn't leave me a lot of choice.
Have you told BAS?
Not yet. I wanted to tell you all first, because it'll be the end of whatever research you're in the middle of.
Oh.
If we get a dingle day, the RAF can bring in a Herky from Port Stanley. It'll bring police, for sure, and probably army.
Why army?
Because I'm going to request them. We've got 6 people dead, 2 of them violently, and 6 missing. And right now, we have no facilities either to investigate or defend ourselves.
But from what?
That's the question, isn't it?
Deb, while we're waiting, I want you to go through the lab with a tooth comb, find out what Bowers was working on.
I'll do my best. Do you think they'll take us all off?
Probably. Well, at least for the investigation. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish it could be otherwise.
Be nice to see Green again. New stockings. Oh, and a bottle of wine.
Yeah. Right now, I'd trade it for some answers.
Oh,
Bloody hell! Bloody things are...
What the hell happened?
Oh my God, the radio!
It's dead.
So that's it then. We're on our own.
Radios in the Foremost and the Conrad are knackered as well.
Isn't there an emergency shortwave anywhere?
A few components, but not a whole set.
Enough to repair one of these with?
Blimey, boss.
Can you try? It could be a month before anyone realises we've gone dark and comes to investigate. If I can at least radio another base, they can get the news out.
I'll do my best. I don't understand who'd do this. No one's got anything to gain from it.
So where do we start looking?
You're not thinking it's one of us?
Max, if I had a rational thought over the past 2 days, I can't remember it.
You know, boss, I did wonder if someone cracked the sump on the snowcat I'd fueled up for you.
Sabotage, you mean?
Yeah. I checked it the night before and it was fine. I swear it. Maybe someone didn't want you to go to Mitchell Bluff and crippled it, figuring you wouldn't risk going in the Tucker because it's got a dodgy transmission.
Why didn't you tell me this at the time?
Well, I thought you'd think I was paranoid.
So, everything's pointing one way. Bowers.
But he was locked in his quarters when it happened.
Yeah, but it can't be one of us, boss. It's a good team. I mean, 1 or 2 meander to their own drummer, but hey, who doesn't now and again?
I know. Look, keep this to yourself for now, okay?
Right.
Just try and fix me a radio. And Max, quickly and quietly, before the weather comes down, rig up some lights facing the ice. All the flood you can put your hands on. Ring the station. I don't want any surprises.
You're expecting the people who did Mitchell Bluff, aren't you?
I just want to be prepared, Max. But anybody, and I mean anybody who comes across that ice, is suspect.
This is incredible. It's insane, but incredible.
Any mention of what happened at Mitchell Bluff?
Not so far, but it's pretty wired.
Hey, Deb, come and see this.
What is it?
Ampules of something. Whatever it is, it's not frozen.
It must be. The fridge is set at -12. Oh, God, there must be dozens of them.
I saw this at Mitchell Bluff. It was in a centrifuge and there were...
We're here.
The storm's getting up, so I think we better call it a day and get back into the station.
Yeah, I've got work piling up anyway. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, sure thing. What was that about?
Conscientious, I guess. So, what's this?
We've just found them. Yesterday's date on them. It must be what Bowers has been working on.
Did you find out what that is?
Well, not exactly, but it looks like what you said it might be. A cure for leukemia. And pretty much everything else you can mention. Well, not exactly a cure. It's what he calls a stratiform prophylaxis.
In English?
I don't know all the details, but the gist of it is he's isolated an enzyme that acts as a protective film on healthy cells. Now, that means people with, say, an inoperable tumour can take incredibly powerful chemotherapy without it damaging everything else. Losing their hair, throwing up, you know. But I'm not scratching the surface of what it can do. It also protects against viral and bacterial attack, bruising, you name it. Its applications are breathtaking in scope. It's revolutionary.
How revolutionary?
Imagine surgery before anaesthetic.
So, if word got out to a rival company, it would make sense they'd try to get it.
Or suppress it. This could make a host of drug therapies redundant. Stuff's dynamite.
And we're holding it.
Oh, it gives you a warm feeling inside, doesn't it?
So, gather up his notes, the ampules and any other evidence of what he's doing, and let's move it into the station.
Deb, it's Max. I'm in medical. You better get over here fast.
Sorry, Deb. I didn't know what else to do. He's having a fit or something.
All right, I've got him.
What is it, a seizure?
Hey, give me a hand here.
Oh, what's the matter with him?
He's in arrhythmia.
What's that?
He's having a heart attack. It's probably delayed shock.
What more can we do?
Just give me room.
The war in Iran, as a plume of radioactive material from the bombed nuclear weapons plant.
You sounds cheerful.
Isn't it always?
I don't know. I don't listen much.
Turkey.
The roads all just noises off down here.
Defense, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is winter
claimed
always
it was
this
a
exciting?
legitimate
You
target.
kidding? Usually I have to break things just to give myself something to do. Oh, I tell you, it really shook me up seeing Bowers go down. I never seen anyone have a heart attack.
I've never seen a dead body before Mitchell Bluff.
Yeah, it sounded a bad scene.
Try not to think about it, or how the others have gone missing.
Well, there are a lot of places to get lost out there, Anaya. But, if you want to know my theory, we're looking in the wrong place.
What do you mean?
Alien abductions. No, seriously, it makes sense. We're isolated. No risk of witnesses. Tough, fit specimens. Well, I am anyway. It's perfect. And Bowers clearly still has a probe shoved up
Yes,
his...
thanks. I get the idea.
Ahmed, do you want to turn that radio off for me? Okay. Well, you all know that we've lost radio and sat contact with the outside, but Max is working on that, aren't you, Max?
Yep, boss.
And we're confident that we'll be back in touch shortly. Look, you're all overdue an explanation of what's going on. I wish to hell I could give you one. The truth is, I don't know for sure. But I suspect that what happened to Paul and at Mitchell Bluff are connected. I think there's someone out there. Someone after what Bowers has found. So I'm putting the station on general alert, and that means a standing watch, round the clock. Okay, listen. I'm issuing sidearms, a pistol or automatic rifle depending on your weapons rating. And if you're moving around the station, stay in pairs. No one is alone. I know this is a crappy situation. I wish it wasn't. I wish I could sort it all out for you, but we'll get through it. Joe, you're quartermaster. Do you want to oversee this?
Yeah, sure.
Big step.
Yeah, but everyone needed to know. Anaya, have you had any pistol training?
Actually, I trained up to the assault rifle.
Whoa, good. Max, sorry, but you two.
Oh, what am I going to do with a gun, boss? You know I couldn't hit water if I fell out of a boat.
Just keep it with you for confidence. Come on, Max. It's not the end of the world.
No, but you can see it from here.
Any progress on the radios?
All the King's horses. Whoever broke them wanted them to stay broke.
Keep trying. Who's watching the monitors?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you've hung all these lights. Now someone has to watch what's happening.
Right, okay, I get the message. I'll go tool up.
So, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
I felt you'd been avoiding me.
I've been busy.
Right. Yeah, you know what happened between us on the ice?
You don't have to do this. I'm old enough to take rejection.
No, I was just... Anaya, look. You're very attractive.
But
it's me, okay?
Oh, please.
No, you don't understand.
No. Well, if it's all right with you, I don't want to understand. Excuse me, I'll get my sidearm.
Well, that went well, Nat.
How are you feeling now?
Hungry.
I'll order you something. But first, I'd like to examine you again.
I might be under arrest, but that doesn't give you the right to treat me like a lab rat.
Let's get one thing straight. I'm a doctor. I don't examine anyone unless they're sick or dead. Having a heart attack suggests you're definitely one and could soon be the other. So as you haven't got anywhere else to go right now, maybe you could take your shirt off for me,
That's an interesting bedside manner. Though, I imagine it wouldn't be too popular in the real world.
Well, this is as real as it gets.
Quite a temper.
Breathe in, please. And out. Good.
You're out of place here, Doctor. You're, what, 40?
38.
My apologies. Though, at that age, shouldn't you be at the height of your profession? A consultant at a city hospital, perhaps?
A little conventional. You've lost a lot of hair from your torso since you came in. Sorry. Cold fingers?
No. Warm. Sign of passionate nature.
Push against my hands, please. Good.
So, why Antarctica? You're an attractive, intelligent woman. You must have had many avenues of advancement open to you.
From here on in, the less you have to say, the happier I'll be.
I meant it as a compliment.
Your skin is very grey. It's also very thin.
I've been out of the sun a long time, Doctor. Oh, may I call you Deborah?
Doctor's fine. We've all been out of the sun, but I don't have blood vessels visible like this. And if you must know, I came here on a research commission into long-term light deprivation, so don't tell me about being out of the sun. Can you cough for me, please? Thank you. OK, I'd like you to try and rest. You've been through a lot.
Doctor, I'm fine. Never better.
In my experience, many of the challenges here are more mind and emotion than muscle and bone. They need time to recover as well. I'll just take some blood.
Blood?
If you've had a heart attack, there'll be certain enzymes present that will confirm it.
Yes. You can take some blood.
Sorry. You have some bruising on your arm I didn't see.
I'm fine.
Do you have any trouble sleeping?
Only from ideas.
Look, the severe cold and prolonged darkness here causes insomnia and depression in roughly half the people that overwinter. Sometimes this leads to anger and paranoia.
What's called big eye, yes, I am aware of it. You're fishing, Dr. Deborah, and I'm insulted.
No, believe me, I've wanted to kill people. And after 5 months locked in with Hamid's halitosis, there isn't a jury in the world that would convict me. It's an occupational hazard that was recognised early on. One of the first American expeditions here brought 2 coffins and 12 straitjackets with them. And there were only 14 in the team. That's what I call preparing for the worst.
The curtain of blackness that has fallen on our world of icy desolation hourly soaks a little more colour from our blood.
Very poetic.
Not mine. Frederick Cook, one of the first explorers here.
Well, it's very apt, as your blood is very thin. In fact, you're anemic.
Show me. Well, if we come to Antarctica to change the world, we must expect it to change us. Is that why you came? To change. They say few who come here return the same.
So I hear.
Or were you running away? What was it? A failed love affair? Or that feistiness of yours closed the doors to advancement?
Something like that.
And here, you found something better than the abandoned dreams and narrowing choices of home. I understand. I really do. You feel alive here. Every second is felt in a way as it never did before.
Yes.
And where is home now?
Nowhere.
But haven't you made it here? In this cold place?
Wave your arms about.
Say again?
Wave your arms, I want to check the sensors. Oh, wow, yes. Let there be light.
Max, I'm bloody freezing.
Yeah, thanks, Joel. You and Rod can come in now.
Yeah, Roger.
Cool. Motion sensors.
Hey, all this, and I do a day job.
Any chance of fixing the satellite receiver so I can get some up-to-date Met information?
Oh, it's cactus.
What?
Prickly subject. Beyond my capabilities to fix, but macho law prevents me from admitting it. You tell me to push off if I'm snooping, but everything all right with you and the boss? It felt a little icy between you earlier.
You've known him a long time, haven't you?
Well, I've been here a couple of tours, so about 5 years.
Keeps himself to himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can be remote, yeah. He's the boss, and I'd follow him into fire, you understand. But he's toasted.
And in Earth speak, that would be?
Been here way too long. He's an old Antarctic explorer, and he don't know much else. You realise he's been here longer than Scott and Shackleton put together?
Really?
Yeah. You've got to make allowances. Your outside world and the way you do things in real life don't work here. It's pretty arcane, really. But you'll get it. After the winter, you'll have old Antarctic explorer status as well.
Great. I don't have to grow a beard, do I?
It's optional.
Ah. I wondered when you'd come.
How are you feeling?
Confined.
Well, maybe we can do something about that.
I'm listening.
Forget our history for a minute. You've led a team, so you know what that means. People look to you. They rely on you to make the right decisions. Now, I brought you in here because, given the information I had at the time, it seemed the right call. But, well, help me out. Give me something. Then maybe I can find you somewhere to work in the station.
Pretty speech.
Look, if you're running from someone, I can protect you. We're on general alert. Sidearms have been issued. No one's coming here who doesn't belong.
None of us belong. That's the problem.
No, the problem is I've lost a man. Paul. Remember Paul? He helped you start up the lab. He's been murdered. So whatever's going on involves me now.
He sought the secrets of the pole, and now
now he sees the secrets of God. Yeah, enough with the fortune cookie crap. You've got to start giving me something.
Or...
to hell with you.
Still hauling that baggage around with you?
This has got nothing to...
It's why you came here in the first place, isn't it? To forget. And it's a common theme among your team, have you realized that? But this isn't a place to escape from something. This is a place to learn new things about yourself.
No? And what insight have you received?
Not yet, but soon.
Is someone here helping you? The person who broke the radios?
If you're expecting some dark night of the soul producing a confession, then I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No. Repentance isn't your style.
We are who we choose to be.
All right, Bowers. Perhaps your journals will tell me what I need to know.
What?
Well, everything must be in there, and as you can't help me, I have no choice.
They are my property.
You'll get them back, eventually. Oh, and whoever broke the radios missed one. A spare, for emergencies. A Hercules transport is on its way. Should be here in an hour or two.
You're lying.
I told you. You're on my turf now, and what I say goes. I just wanted to give you a chance to do yourself some good. But now, well, you can save it for the police on the Falklands.
You won't get me there.
What does that mean?
The genie's out of the bottle. Nothing will put it back again.
What's out there?
Vengeance.
I'll get you when the plane's here.
Nathaniel! Nathaniel! Nathaniel!
I've been reading Bauer's journal, and something in there made me look again at the blood from Paul's neck. And look. This is the sample you brought back from Mitchell Bluff.
So what am I looking at?
Here. And here. You see?
The silver around the platelets.
Right. It's an antifreeze.
Probably off the floor of the hangar.
Then how did it get to Mitchell Bluff?
It's the wrong way round. It came here. This isn't an ethanol. It's a sugar. It's organic. And I've never seen anything like it before.
So, where did it come from?
Bauer's journals go back several years. So I've only just read this, but when he first came here, before McMurdo, he was involved in research for NASA.
I remember, yeah. The first Mars mission.
And beyond that. He was at the forefront of development in ways to protect the astronauts from radiation and cryogenic life support.
Which means you need an antifreeze.
But more specifically, you need an anti-cell freeze. Something that will stop the water inside individual cells from freezing, killing them, but that will still enable you to lower a person's temperature so cellular activity is kept at a minimum. And he found it. The spin-off is it protects the cells from everything else as well.
Where did he find it?
Icefish. And from what I can gather, they're getting harder for him to find. And this is where the journal starts to get a little hinky. There's a lot in there about how we're screwing up the continent. I have to say I agree with much of it, but when he gets into only the perfectly adapted belong here, man is like a disease on the planet and she can no longer protect herself, he loses me.
So, he's found something amazing that could save millions, but we're also destroying it and the habitat it comes from.
It's irony that's almost too much to bear.
You've painted a picture, now put it in the frame.
I found the antifreeze you've just seen in both blood samples, and the serums in the Rosca lab, and in the fish. I don't know what happened at Mitchell Bluff, but...
You think he had something to do with Paul's death? Right.
Nat, wait! I can't be sure. We need hard evidence.
We're arse-deep in evidence. It's about time we found out where it's pointed.
I won't crucify a man on the basis of a hunch.
Then hold the nails while I do it.
Nat, you're just getting back at him for Lauren. And nothing is going to bring her back. I'm sorry, Nat. Just let me run some more tests, okay?
What just happened there?
Tough love.
Hi. I thought you'd want to see the latest weather.
What, you got the satellite link working?
No, it's just from the weather station. Sorry.
Low pressure, gales, -38. Another lovely day. Couldn't get a plane in here, even if I could call one up. Drink?
Yeah, thanks.
Only got one glass. You'll have to share. Well, sit down, if you can find somewhere.
Do you really think he did it?
The man's a self-made bastard. But a killer? I don't know.
That's strong.
You'll find vodka is Deb's answer to all life's ills. And I have to say, it works. Cheers.
That's not like you.
What? Drinking?
Self-pity.
That's a hell of a presumption.
Is it?
You think you know because of something Deb said, but believe me, you don't.
Fine. It's none of my business.
You're damn right.
I should get back to see how...
No, sit down. Drink with me, for God's sake. Look... No, maybe you've got a right to know.
You don't have to tell me.
No, I want to. Lauren was... Well, we were going to get married. We'd only known each other, 3 weeks when I proposed. We just knew. We talked about starting a family, our life together, and things were good. Then Bowers, he was involved in some grand research scheme, and he wanted me in on it, and I took the job. Of course, he met Lauren, and he fell in love with her. She was that kind of a woman. You couldn't help yourself. Pretty quickly, I suspected they were having an affair. She denied it, and I said some things I'm not proud of. I told Bowers to leave her alone. He wouldn't. And it got ugly.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. You do that.
Do I?
It's what I first noticed about you. The quiet, apologetic way you have. That's why what happened on the ice, it wasn't you, it was me. I put myself in emotional cold storage down here.
I think you're wrong.
Well, you didn't know me before.
I know that you can talk about something very painful and flirt with me at the same time. That's not a man who's cold.
Mr. Bowers? I brought you some dinner, Mr. Bowers. Oh, crap. Deb, it's Max. Bowers is freaking out again.
It's all right, Mr. Bowers. Deb will soon be here.
What are you doing?
Nothing personal.
Help someone. Bowers is gone.
He completely suckered me.
No, it's not your fault. I forced his hand. I told him I'd radioed a Herky to take him off.
We searched everywhere. He's not on the station. Hamid said 5 minutes after the alarm went, the lights came on outside. He isn't sure, but he thought he saw someone moving fast. If he's out there without winter gear, he'll be dead within the hour.
No, he won't.
Of course he won't.
What do you mean?
I told you I had more tests to do. Well, I've got your evidence. Bowers definitely killed Paul. The same antifreeze is in his blood.
In Bowers' blood?
Yeah.
Then he has been experimenting on himself.
There's no question. It gets more weird. He also experimented with splicing icefish stem cells into human cells. Literally changing the nucleus. He's genetically engineered himself to withstand freezing conditions.
Come on, Deb, that's impossible.
Before I read his journals, I'd have agreed with you. You can't reverse engineer a cell. Once it's formed, it is what it is. But he's done it. That's why he had no frostbite the night he walked in.
It still doesn't explain why he killed Paul.
Yes, it does. And his team at Mitchell Bluff.
Well?
You're not going to like this.
Well, what's to like so far?
Iron. Normally, blood is full of it. But Bowers has hardly any. His blood's being replaced by a simple solution like that in the fish.
In fish?
That's why he's anemic.
And why at first glance it looked like leukemia. But, like everyone else, he still needs iron for metabolic processes. There's not enough stored in the liver for this, so... he needed their blood.
What?
He drank it?
He's changing at a cellular level and faster than anything I've ever seen. His body can't keep up, and that's why I had a heart attack.
Changing into what?
A chimera. A monster with genetic material from 2 different species. Frankly, God only knows what he's becoming. If he...
What the hell happened to the lights?
And now he's hunting us.
Cold Blood by Simon Bowley. Part 4. Sanctuary No More.
With enough accumulated detail, a shape begins to form. Any 2 dots define a line. 3, a triangle. It's part of the way our minds work. Finding faces in clouds, patterns in snow. Seeking shape, seeking meaning. If we're lucky, we find it. With Bowers, we've seen it too late. Who could have seen that coming? A man engineering himself into an unholy fusion of 2 species? I bargained on him being of sound mind when I told him about the aircraft from the Falklands. Thought he'd break and tell me what I wanted to know. Well, now I know. And I wish to God I didn't.
Everyone, this is Nat. Report in.
Joel here, Nat. I'm in Life Sciences with Ginger.
This is Rebecca. We're in the kitchen.
Hamid? Are you there, Hamid?
He was in the monitor room.
The safety could have tripped. It kills emergency power to the whole room to protect the radio relays.
Okay, listen everyone. Bowers killed Paul. If you see him, shoot it. Now make your way to the garage at the double and stay together.
Garage, boss?
Easier to defend if we have to.
Shouldn't we at least try and take him alive?
I think we're way past that now.
We're not killers, Nat.
You think we need more fishmen running around out there?
No, but what he found, it's too valuable to lose.
She has a point. He's been taking the drug in massive doses. It's raw and unrefined. So what's happening to him is an aberration. But given proper testing, it could do everything he says.
Worry about now. Let the future take care of itself.
But we're here for that future.
This is survival, Anaya. He isn't acting like he's going to let any of us live, and frankly, he can't afford to. If you're right, Deb, he can live out there without heat. We can't. If we run, he'll hunt us down. If we hide, he'll find us. But this is our base, our home, not his. So we find him, and we take it back.
I'll sign that.
And let's find Hamid and get to the garage.
Oh my God! Hamid!
His throat's ripped, same as Paul.
Bled dry by the look of him.
Pass me that top. Let's cover him up.
Oh, God. That could have been me.
It could have been any of us.
Here, Deb. Take Hamid's gun.
I'm a doctor. I'm sure there's something in my Hippocratic Oath about shooting people.
Let's go.
Hold it. Hell. That's quite a barricade.
Figures. It's the way to the power room.
Is there a way around? It's getting cold fast.
We'll have to go back.
Nat, I've been thinking. If he's adapted to the cold, then he'll be intolerant of heat. If we can rack the heating up as high as it'll go, it might debilitate him. Enough for us to restrain him at any rate.
Nat, this corridor's blocked too.
Okay, now I'm beginning to get claustrophobic.
How can he have barricaded this so quickly?
And what's he doing it for?
Herding us. Trying to get us all into a killing ground of his choosing.
The canteen, by the looks of it.
So now which way?
I'll have to alert the others. The nearest comm panel's in the gym.
I've never liked the gym.
We've no choice. It's the only way across the station now. I'll go first.
That gives me the willies. Like all your keep fit nightmares.
Now look out! You okay?
My leg's pinned. Where's Bowers?
I don't know. Max, can you help?
Anaya, cover us.
Okay.
How the hell could Bowers shift this?
Increase in muscle density. I noticed it when I examined him. I never dreamt it would accelerate like this, though.
Are you in some inconvenience there, Nathaniel? I'd say that makes you a captive audience.
What for?
To watch me kill the rest of your team.
What the hell is wrong with you, Bowers? Why? Why the hell do you want to kill us?
For all that you've done. For all that you're going to do.
Use this as a
I've
lever.
seen with my own eyes
Drag it.
what's being done, and
Ready?
it cannot continue. There's a time to stand up and be counted, Nathaniel.
I see him.
But there's only one true faith. And now is that time. Now, what you have sown shall be reaped.
Here he comes!
Fire!
Hold it! Hold it! We'll kill ourselves in here!
He's gone!
What the hell's all that about?
Tell the others, Nat. He'll hunt them down.
Yeah. Everyone, this is Nat. Bowers is barricading the corridors. Don't go to the canteen. Meet up in the room where we had Paul's ceremony.
Why my room, boss?
Bowers won't know where that is.
Oh no! Down there, I saw the flash!
This is Nat. Who's firing? Come in. Who's firing?
Hello, Nathaniel.
Bowers?
Sorry I couldn't hang around for that flight you arranged.
No, I was bluffing, Bowers. Look, come back to medical and we can work this out.
That's how I thought as much. But it's too late to work anything out now. Now, there's someone here you might like to speak to. Say hello.
Oh, please let me go.
Rebecca? No, Rebecca, it's Nat. It's all right. We're going to get you out of this. Rebecca?
What the hell's he doing to her?
Such platitudes are hardly convincing, Nathaniel. You can't save her. Rebecca knows that.
Please, please tell him to let me go.
I can't listen to this!
Let her go! Or so help me God, I'll kill you!
Finally, you show some backbone, Nathaniel. But you've got to find me first. And right now, you're chasing shadows in the dark. And it's getting cold. Say goodbye.
No, Bowers. No, we can work this out. We...
Oh, go!
Bowers! Rod! Rod, can you hear me?
Let me at him, Nat. Rod, you're all right. I'm going to take care of you. Got to close this wound. Need a first aid kit.
The canteen's the nearest.
No, it'll be too late. Can you hold him? I can't stop the bleeding.
Look at me, Rod. Stay with us.
God.
Rod, you hang in there.
He's gone, Nat.
Where's Rebecca?
Over here. She's dead.
Sorry, Rebecca. All right. Let's go to Max's room. You still want to take him alive?
No. Let's kill him.
Well, that's just crazy. I mean, finally we're all together and you want to go off on your own.
It's the safest option.
Max is right. Just think about this for a minute.
Why don't we just shift the barricade?
Because he'll attack while we're doing it. No. I'll make my way along the hut to the power room and get in through the window. If it freezes in here, we'll be fighting on his terms. I'll turn the heating up as far as it'll go, and we'll see if you're right, Deb.
Boss, it makes more sense that I go. I know the boiler, I know how to restart it. I mean, no offence, but you've never had to nurse it like I have.
It's a whiteout out there. Probably close to 70 below with wind chill.
Oh, I was walking the park. Believe me, this way makes sense.
Well, you're not going alone.
Well, Joel will go with me. What do you say?
Yeah, sure.
No, look, I'll go. You and Ginger are more use here than me. I can watch out for Bowers at least.
Okay, but don't worry about Bowers. We're going to take care of him. Everyone, this is Nat. I'm in the canteen. I've been hurt. I need some help. Take the bait, you bastard.
I'm beginning to think I should find a job somewhere warmer. A nice little practice in the Lake District, maybe. A cottage with a big fireplace. Buy a dog.
Well, what about a man?
See how the dog works out first. How much further?
Almost there. Keep your fingers crossed Bowers didn't trash the boiler.
Oh, that's a comfort.
Just trying to keep your spirits up.
Looking for me, Bowers?
Nathaniel.
Stay right where you are. If you move, you'll be shot. 4 guns are trained on you. You can't get away. It's over. I'm going to restrain you, so...
No! Don't let him go!
Tell me we got him.
Can't tell.
That wasn't very nice, Nathaniel. If I didn't know better, I'd think our friendship meant nothing to you.
I'm sorry you think so.
I see him by the coffee machine.
I do believe you're being sarcastic.
It's just one of the services we offer. Do it!
You're really not a very good shot, are you?
No, but Joel is. Oh, I got him!
Over there! Joel's right!
Stay down. Keep that light on, Ginger. I'll take a look. Bowers.
Don't take any chances, Nat.
You're going to what, Nathaniel? Check if I'm dead. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but for you, I say time is running out.
You always talk too much. Take loads of Laura from me.
Lights!
Don't let him go! Max! Deb! Bowers is on his way to you.
Yes! Ha! There's nothing I can't fix.
It's the radio.
Right, that's below the belt.
Sorry. Stand back then. Oh, I'm shivering to beat the band here. Let me thaw out my assets. Oh, heat.
Yeah, it won't take long to warm up now.
Dad, Bowers is on his way to you.
Bloody hell, what do we do?
Right, kill the lights.
Should I shoot him, do you think?
Oh, yes.
I haven't fired a gun in years.
Just pull the trigger and keep shooting until you hit something. How hard can it be?
Oh, listen.
Don't miss. It's him or us.
No pressure then.
Max?
Oh, thank God. Yeah, boss.
No sign of Bowers yet.
Quick, fan out. Joel, Ginger, cover the door from there. Don't fire until I do.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Shh. Shut up, Max.
Sorry, boss.
Won't be so funny. Hold your fire! We're shooting blind!
He's got Ginger!
Oh no!
Where the hell did he come from?
Bowers?
You watch and guard your doors, Nathaniel. And I find the window more convenient.
Where is he?
I can't see.
Unlike you, I don't need winter gear. It's a useful trick to pull in a cold climate, especially when you need to prevent radio communication.
Son of... Just let Ginger go, Bowers. And we'll get you some help.
I don't need your help.
We know you've been testing your drug on yourself. I'll testify to that for you. It's made you unwell, right?
No, Nathaniel. It's made me better. I'm stronger, faster, fitter than I've ever been.
Maybe you feel that now, but Deb told me. The heart attacks, the seizures, your body can't cope.
That's right. One more could kill you.
You think I don't know what's happening to my body? It's just growing pains. I'm evolving into more than you could possibly imagine.
The great freak forward.
The perfect Antarctic predator, Max. And man is my favored prey.
Look, I know you don't store iron. How long can you live like that?
I have found sources.
Think about all the good you can do with what you've found. Properly researched, it will change the world, just like you said it would.
Oh, yes. I've changed things, but not for you, and not for Ginger.
Max, try and work your way around and get the lights back on.
You got it, boss.
What do I want to prolong life for? There are far too many people already. Mankind doesn't deserve it. You don't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it.
Why?
I told you. Vengeance.
Is this all about Lauren?
Oh, Nathaniel. You really must start thinking in a new way.
Then what? You've hit back at Adzak by not giving them the serum. Ginger's done nothing to you. Neither did Paul, Rebecca, Hamid, Rod, any of them. Your own team. What did they do?
They were here. Do you know there's a 30 million square mile hole in the ozone layer?
Of course I do.
And yet you do nothing. Your apathy sickens me. It's people like you that not only cause but allow tragedies like this and McMurdo. Man plunders without thought, destroys without conscience. He must leave this continent. No more does he have sanctuary on my land.
My land? Who died and left you in charge?
I claim it as of right.
I know we've messed up here. I can see that. But what will any of this achieve? For God's sake, man, what can we do?
End it! Oh, you and your god, Nathaniel, don't belong here. This is an elemental place where the affairs of man and his religion are inconsequential.
No, Bowers. God made Antarctica to test the faithful.
I am the new faith.
You're just a man. A sick man.
Not any longer. I renounce my species. I am more now. This land has not bred one indigenous man or woman. I am the first. I created myself. A desolation angel. A champion for this land of ice. A god. I am home. And you must leave.
Let Ginger go and we will leave.
Don't worry, Doctor. I just want to take a little blood.
Don't do it.
Why don't you join me? This is more your home than anywhere, Nathaniel. And you, Deborah. I'm gonna need women here.
Don't you dare speak to me like that, you twisted sociopath.
No? Oh. Anaya, then. Africans will do well here, a sturdy race.
Let Ginger go, you bastard!
Nathaniel, that's more passion in a few minutes than you've experienced in a whole decade. Antarctica is changing even you.
I'm begging you. Let her go.
There is no woman you have that I cannot take away from you.
There he is!
Ginger!
Shoot him! Boss! God damn you!
Ginger's dead, Nat.
This has got to have an end.
What was that?
Sounds like the gas tanks. He's blowing them.
Out. Get out. Joel, come on, move.
We can't leave Ginger here.
She's gone, Joel. For God's sake, move! door. Grab all the cold weather gear you can. Look out! Get back!
We cut off! Now we can get through Life Sciences to the garage.
Right, move! Joel, come on, move!
We've got to get inside, Nat! Come on!
What?
We've got to get inside!
The others.
No sign! Now we've got to go!
Bloody hell, I'm cold.
Here! Come on! Are you hurt?
I don't think so. Just my ears. My God. Ellsworth. It's gone. The whole bloody thing.
We can shelter in Roscoe!
We've got to find the others. They'll freeze.
We've got to get some warm clothes first!
I can't leave them out here.
Your clothes are wet! You've got to get them off! If we stay out any longer, we'll get hypothermia! And then we're no use to anyone!
Yeah. All right.
If that blaze is the gas tanks, then Roscoe must be down here! You see? A red drum! We're on the path, Nat! You with me?
Yeah. A drum. Great. Should be just ahead.
Thank God! Where's the door? Where's the damn door? Come on. Come on.
It's bloody freezing.
I'll see if I can find some clothes.
The ones by the door. Those, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here, take your shirt off. Put this on.
That was a close thing. I could feel myself slipping away.
You got some colour coming back now.
Scary how easy it would have been just to let go. Mike's was right. It's a good way to die.
Don't talk like that. I'll see what else I can find. Mukluks. Bunny boots. Signal flares. Survival packs. And, oh great, look, a stove.
Put it on, quick. You didn't see the others?
No, I only found you by chance. When the war blew out, it took us all with it. He knocked you 50 feet. Oh, my hands won't work. That's good. Heat.
We've got to find them.
We've got to warm up first.
It'll be too late by then. Help me get this gear on.
Are you sure you're up to this?
We've got to find them while it's still burning. And as many stores as we can. If we don't, we're all dead.
Max! Jeff! Joe!
What about under there where my torch is?
Yeah. Cover me, okay? Lars is going to be around here somewhere.
Anything?
Yeah. It's Joe. He must have got caught in the blast.
We're not going to find anyone alive, are we? And we're going to freeze to death here and no one will know until the spring.
Hey, come on. You're not dead until 3 minutes after you stop breathing. There's plenty of fight left in us. And getting upset isn't going to help us right now.
I'm not upset. I'm angry.
Good. Then use that. And let's keep looking. Did you hear that?
Yes! Over there!
Max!
Oh, boss! Am I pleased to see you two? I thought it was...
Hey, it's okay, Max. It's okay. Are you hurt?
I think my arm's broken. It throbs like a bastard. But it's Dev I'm worried about.
Where is she?
She's down here. She's really burned, boss.
Hey, Deb. How are you?
Not so pretty anymore.
Oh, no. You'll be okay now. We'll take care of you. We'll fix you up. You'll see.
Don't lie to me.
I wouldn't do that. We're gonna get you out of this. Oh, God. Worst burns I've ever seen.
What can we do for her?
We can find her some morphine fast.
Yeah, that'd be good, yeah. Any sign of Joel?
He didn't make it.
Bloody hell, it's all crap, boss, it's all crap.
We don't stand a chance, do we?
Hey, now, listen, don't you fade on me. Shackleton survived a winter here, and what one man can do, others can do. We might not have adapted to Antarctica like Bowers, but we use our heads, okay? We can get through this together. First of all, we have to move Deb out of this wind. Deb, we're gonna move you inside.
No.
No, you'll be okay. Anaya, grab that board. Put it down next to her. It's going to be okay, Deb. We're going to lift you. And Max will slide the board under, all right?
We'll soon have you out of here.
Leave me.
Once we get you in, we'll get you some morphine.
Leave me, Nat. I'm going to die.
No, don't say that.
I can't leave you here, Deb.
There's nothing you can do.
There's always something. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, lift.
Sorry, Deb.
Put her down.
Oh, God.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Grab the end. Can you manage?
I'm fine.
Head for the garage. It's our only hope.
Boss, we'll never do it in this weather.
Keep still.
It's a 50-mile thrutch to Carvajal, and hell, it's only open in the summer. God knows what we'll find there.
Food, fuel, and a radio. The Chileans keep it pretty well stocked.
Keep still until I've fastened your sling.
Sorry. But boss, Macallan Pass is going to be under 30 foot of snow, and the shambles will be smothered in pressure ridges. We'll never get the cat over.
I know.
Well, what does that mean?
It means we haven't got a choice. A proper med bay and evac is Deb's only chance. Do any of us know how to treat burns?
No.
No. So it's neck or nothing with us now.
Yeah. But what about Bowers?
To hell with Bowers. We'll outrun him in the cat.
Yeah, okay. Sounds like a plan.
Well, let's not give it that much of a name. Annie?
Yeah, I'm for it. The more distance between me and that fame, the better.
All right. We'll need every drop of fuel we can find. Saline, morphine, clothes and food. Then, Godspeed to us.
Hey! This one's full! Will it be enough? It'll have to be. Let's get it back.
Can you manage while I collect what's left of medical?
No! We stay together. We'll come back.
There's no time. Once these fires are out, it'll be pitch black round here.
It's too dangerous.
Nat, it's too cold to argue. Deb and Max need that stuff.
All right. But be quick. And don't take any chances. If you see Bowers, just shoot the bastard.
Don't worry, I will.
I do.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'll be counting.
I know you're there, Bowers. I can hear you!
Now, that was mean.
If I see you, I'll blow your face off.
You're a very fortunate young lady to have survived the explosion. Are there others?
Yeah. We all got out just fine.
I think you're alone.
Why don't you go and check for yourself?
I will. Once I've dealt with you.
I'm warning you, wherever you are. Come any closer and you're dead.
One of the assets of my change is blending in perfectly with the surroundings. I'm right here. No, over here. Too slow.
Oh, damn it!
Always running out at the wrong moment, aren't they? Leaving you so vulnerable.
You don't like it hot, do you, Bowers?
How long do you think the fires will last? they're already dying. Once they've gone, it'll start to get very cold for you. But drop the brand, and I promise it'll be quick. Not like Rebecca. I bled her very, very slowly. Oh, and it must have hurt so very much.
Not as much as I'll hurt you if you touch me.
Perhaps we can settle this without violence.
Oh, I'm listening.
I meant what I said inside. Join me. Together, we can build a perfect, clean environment. A new Adam and Eve and a frozen Eden.
I'll kill myself if I'd let that happen.
No, Anaya. One way or another, your life is mine.
Cold Blood by Simon Bovey. Part 5. The Antarctican.
I meant what I said inside. Join me. Together, we can build a perfect, clean environment. A new Adam and Eve and a frozen Eden.
I'll kill myself if I'd let that happen.
No, Anaya. One way or another, your life is mine.
Get in! What the hell kept you?
I was waiting to make a dramatic entrance.
You nearly left it too late.
Leaving so soon. Hang on!
Where'd he go?
Right in front.
Did you get him?
I got something.
Too dark to see.
We're not going back to check.
I'm not stopping.
Well, I'm not going back.
Creep wanted me to
What?
join him.
He's gone now.
Yep, fish paste.
Here. It's morphine.
Oh, no, I was praying you'd find some.
How's Deb?
Well, hanging in there, but this'll hit the spot.
Can you manage?
Yeah, but basic first aid doesn't tell you how to treat burns this bad. I'm just trying to make her comfortable.
What about your arm?
It's okay as long as I don't jolt it. Hey, Deb. Look what Anaya got us.
Give it to me.
Coming up. Hey, you're gonna be okay now, you'll see. I'll get you back on your feet. Better?
Another.
Boy, I don't know, Deb. I gave you a big dose.
I'm a doctor. Another.
Okay, if you're sure. There you go. That should last you a while now. How do you feel?
Another.
Deb, I can't do that.
Max, please.
Boss?
That is a fatal dose.
She knows. Give her what she needs. We can't stop. I'm so sorry, Deb.
It's a tough love, Max.
Yeah. Love you, Deb.
I know.
She's gone, boss.
Right.
You did what you could.
Yeah.
Snow's getting worse.
Yeah. Tracks can't get a grip.
How much further, boss?
GPS makes it about 6 miles. Another hour, if we're lucky. But we're going to be running on vapor soon.
Have we got any water?
We'll melt some snow when we stop.
Do you need help with painkillers?
No, I'm just thirsty as hell.
Do you want me to sit back there?
I'm fine. And I'd like to stay with Dad as long as I can. It's funny, I used to death you can get. Every time you think you've used up all your capacity, you see that there's still room to go. And your capacity might well be limitless.
I can't say the same for the cat.
You've lost traction, boss. It's Cactus.
I'm sorry. We're walking from here.
Have we got time to bury Deb?
We'll make time. Let's get some kit together first.
The arm.
No, sir. A few bruised ribs, I think.
Let me see. Sorry. You've got a hell of a bruise. You feel cold and clammy, too. You okay?
What do you think?
Are you good for this?
Nothing to it, but they're doing it.
Do you want to say something?
Oh, I don't know what to say. Deb was... Oh, she was my friend. That's it, boss. I can't...
Max?
I'm okay. I went dizzy. Oh, man, that hurts.
Your ribs?
Yeah.
Let's get going. Need to get there before the... Stay there, both of you. You still got your guns?
It's in the cat.
I've got mine! What's the matter?
He's here. There's blood on the...
You didn't think I'd let you go without saying goodbye, did you?
How the hell did you find us?
I came with you, though it wasn't a very comfortable ride on the roof.
What did you hit him with?
The snow we were boiling.
Nathaniel!
Did you see? It's like he's carved out of ice. And he felt so cold.
He must still be changing.
But he's hot now. That was his blood.
Max!
Over here! You okay, boss?
Yeah. How are you?
Colder than the well digger's arse.
We'll warm up walking. I've got you.
Easy, boss.
Where can you go, Nathaniel? You'll die out here.
Paints a positive picture, doesn't he?
Forget him. Lean on me.
No, this isn't gonna work, boss.
Sure it is. This way.
I can hear you out there in the cold.
Man of many words, isn't he?
For a vampire fish.
Don't listen to him.
Short men. They're always the most aggressive.
Hey, I'm short.
You seem taller.
You can run, but you can't hide from me. When the storm has lifted, I will find you. I have dominion here.
Come on, Max. Up.
Stop, boss. Stop.
We've got to keep going.
I can't.
Damn it, Max. Can't is not an option.
It's a decision, boss. I'm bleeding inside.
No!
You know it. I know it. That explosion knocked 7 sheets out of me. I'm not gonna make it to Carvajal. And if I go with you, I'll slow you up and you'll die too. Believe me, if I thought I could make it, I'd race you there.
All right. Look, they'll have skidoos there. You dig yourself in, and I'll come back for you. You hear me?
Nice plan, boss, but I'll be dead before you get here. I can feel it. It's okay. I want this. Die cold and leave a good-looking corpse. Like Oates.
Max.
You still got a gun?
Well, it's got a full clip.
I'll slow down Flipper for you.
Max.
Yeah, me too. Now bugger off, boss. Go on, get out of here. Live.
I can't stand much more of this.
Take them out. Your fingers are swollen. I'm sorry, Nat. I feel responsible.
It was my idea to give you my mittens. Are you sure you haven't got any frostbite?
Yes. I noticed some Dextran in medical. Let me hook up an IV.
No, later. Just bandage the fingers for now so I can still use them. And let's get this place Bristol.
You've got to keep them still, Nat.
I'll be fine. What's that?
Bauer's serum. I found them and his journal when I was looking for morphine. I had to save them, Nat. I think it will help you.
What? To become like him?
It's a raw and coarse formula, I agree, but Deb told you he's been taking it in massive doses. If you just took a little, 1 meal to start...
No. I'm not taking his snake oil.
You'd rather lose your fingers.
I'm not going to. I've seen recovery from worse than this, so you just wrap them... Steady.
You think you're still out there, don't you?
I don't want to take any chances. Especially as there's no radio.
You know, I've tried to feel the same way about Antarctica as you and Max. But I can't. It's a cruel and remorseless place.
Well, you haven't had the best introduction to her. Believe me, a summer here is more beautiful than you can imagine. The light is like nowhere else. She's a demanding mistress, I know, but an intoxicating one.
And I can't compete with her, can I? When we leave here, I'm not coming back. I need warmth. Not just heat, but some warmth of soul. And I need change, Nat. Life is change. But nothing ever does here, except for the worse.
You sound like Bowers.
Hardly, but he had a point. What have we done here that's so honorable?
There are no answers in me. I came here looking for them.
And?
I've not thought of leaving. I'm so dislocated from the outside world now that frankly the thought terrifies me. Plus, I came here to put myself back together, and instead, I found I like being broken. And that's hard to fix.
Let me try. Let's try being warm-blooded for a while. I think it's going to be a good winter. Now, what about that hot drink you promised me?
Coffee would be good.
I found a stack of it, so we won't go short. Water, on the other hand, looks like a problem.
Oh, there's no snow in the catcher. I'll do it tomorrow.
I'll scoop a pan from outside.
But don't use yellow snow.
Out here?
Penguins.
Good point.
Annie? Anaya? Is that you?
No, Nathaniel. You look surprised. You should know you can't keep a good man down.
I don't believe I missed him. And I'm out of bullets.
The delightful Anaya, too. I'm so glad you made it.
What are we gonna do?
Talking of good men, you didn't bump into one of mine out there, did you?
Ah, the ever-faithful Max. Yes, we did have a little run-in.
How is he?
Cold. Very cold. He did his best for you, though.
Yeah. I notice you're missing an ear.
Let's just say he had a lucky shot. But it'll grow again.
There must be something round here I can use as a weapon.
You don't look in great shape yourself. Nathaniel, what are you doing back there?
Well, you know, trying to keep busy.
This might work.
Mind your hands.
You know, you're like Shackleton in so many ways. Constantly improvising in the face of disaster. Journeying great distances through the shadow of certain death. There is one significant difference, though. Shackleton never lost a single man under his command, and you, on the other hand, have lost, everyone.
get good money for him to shut up.
Well, if he's talking, I know where he is. I don't understand why, Bowers. You spent your life trying to help people. Why did you do it?
Your hands are bleeding.
I can manage. Find me some metal piping, anything.
Do you think you're the only person to feel pain?
I own the franchise down here.
You certainly act the tragic hero. It's quite pathetic.
You know nothing of my feelings.
I know enough. When my research was axed after McMurdo, I spent 2 years watching Lauren die. 2 years! Impotently standing by as she wasted away until there was nothing but a skeleton left. And she was begging me for death. So don't think there's anything you can teach me about pain.
Now who's acting tragic?
Imagine it, Nathaniel. When Adzak offered me funding to return to my research for a cure for leukemia, it was almost more irony than I could bear. But I saw a way to have my revenge for Lauren. Not just on Adzak, but on all those who would change this continent.
But even the innocent, like Max, Deb, and the others?
Let justice be done, though the world perish.
Will this do? I pulled it off the sink.
Yeah, that's perfect. Help me with these cylinders. Nothing remains the same. Lauren's death has changed you. It changed us both. It was meaningless and you were powerless to prevent it. I understand your anger. But she wouldn't want you to do this. You know that, don't you? This one is lighter.
What is this thing?
A flamethrower.
What do you know what she wanted?
I know she loved life.
It was me she loved. Me she came to. You did nothing but hurt her.
I did nothing but love her.
You left her.
I left because you were having an affair.
You believed we were.
Well, I don't remember you denying it.
Why should I? I loved her, I wanted her, and I knew you'd leave. You were always so sensitive. But she came to me then, Nathaniel, once you'd turned your back on her and your child.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't know.
Know what? Bowers? Tell me!
She was pregnant with your child.
What kind of sick joke is that?
But it's true. She tried to tell you, but you were a long, long way away. She felt she had no choice but to have a termination.
Oh, dear God.
Your God was nowhere in this. There were complications, you see, and she wasn't able to have more children with me. And I damned you for that. But I was there for her, Nathaniel, and where were you? Nursing a bruised emotion in this desolation. Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
Nat.
Light the end. I'm here, Bowers. I will always be here while you burn in hell.
He'll be back.
I'm counting on it.
That's the last corridor blocked off. He can only come this way.
Thermostat's as high as it'll go. Every gas heater I could find is on in the boiler room.
Are you okay?
Sure.
You don't look it.
Well, this is what okay looks like these days.
What Bowers said... Oh, hell no. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
What are you doing?
Going fishing.
You can't go out there. You've got severe frostbite. Let him come to us.
Then he decides the when and where? No. I want him coming down that corridor angrier than a dog crapping tax. That's the only way we'll trick him into the boiler room. That's where we finish him, Annie. That's our killing ground.
You can't even get gloves over your bandages.
They'll be warm enough.
Let me do it.
It's me he wants.
Nat, please. Please don't do this. I'm begging you. He's faster and stronger than you.
But not as handsome. Look, I know what I'm doing. He was right about a lot of things. I ran away. I'm not running anymore. Now, I want you to stay here. And
No!
I have to know you're safe.
Let me help.
No, you will be. I need you to shut the boiler room door behind us. Shut me and Bowers inside. Do you understand?
And you call that a plan?
It's all we've got. Here, take this. It's a flare gun. Now, if this doesn't work out, wait until the morning.
Don't say that.
No, I have to tell you this. Wait at least 12 hours before you show yourself. Then seal yourself in. Nail every door, every window shut, and sit it out.
16 weeks.
But it won't come to that. We're going to be together.
I'll hold you to that.
How do I look?
Fish bait.
Good. That's what I want to be.
See you in a minute.
Yeah. And I'll come running.
Bowers! Let's end this!
Come on.
Please, God, keep an eye on him. Oh, no, not the bloody boiler. Oh.
Rest now, Anaya. I've come back for you.
Bowers!
Can you feel it? Like the continent's holding its breath, waiting while its champions decide its fate.
Then let's get on with it!
Where are you going?
I'm tired of this, Bowers. God, man, you just used to be driven. You were going to set the world alight. What the hell's happened to you?
Hate. It clarifies things. And I hate you, Nathaniel.
Why?
Lauren was with me, but you always had her heart. She denied it, but I knew.
So, it's all about revenge.
I'm disappointed that you, of all people, don't see it.
Have you been to McMurdo?
You know it's restricted.
I went. The sea is still the deepest blue, but there are no whales in the Sound now. No Adelie penguins.
It was a tragedy.
This was the last virgin continent, clean and unsullied by man's hand.
I know. I feel it too.
Now they're drilling for oil in the Ross Ice Shelf. Mining on Mount Erebus, and the sea already overfished is being strip-mined of its krill by the Japanese for dog food. If they stopped tomorrow, numbers would never recover.
One man can't stop that.
But every man should try. I found the gift of life here, Nathaniel. You're a religious man. You should see that. It's a miracle. But soon, there'll be no more ice fish. And what other wonders have we lost? What secret panaceas did the rainforests take with them into the bonfire? We'll never know. But while there is still this plot of majesty left, I will make man notice. I will make them pay.
If I don't stop you, Russell, there are others that will.
No. Here, I am omnipotent. The other camps will fall to me, and come the spring, I promise you, I'll be the only one left here.
Just you and the penguins.
Neither you or I are any stranger to loneliness. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you anticipate a future with the lovely Anaya? Oh, well. Allow me to take that from you.
What have you done to her?
Nothing yet. But I have plans. For our children.
You bastard!
Oh, you're weak, Nathaniel. And look at your hands. Nasty. I think you'll lose them, don't you?
Better my hands than my sanity.
Man won't change unless he's made to see what he's doing. Well, this'll get his attention, and there's nothing as strong as an idea whose time has come.
You don't want to change the world. You just want to get even.
You don't see it. Man trades in death, so that's what I'll give him.
Dying is easy. It's living that's hard.
Get away from him!
Get back!
I'm a savior.
You're a headline of the day. Freak of the week.
No, Nathaniel. You are a little man. And now you'll die.
Can you walk?
Run. Save yourself.
You said we were going to be together.
I'm sorry.
Bowers! You want a fight? I'll give you one!
Honey, no.
I love you. Remember that.
Anaya! Oh.
Hot enough for you, Bowers?
I'm afraid you'll be dead long before this heat kills me. I have thought of letting you live, but now I don't think I shall. Once again, Nathaniel, there's no woman you have that I cannot take away from you.
No, Bowers. I'm gonna take from you.
What are you doing?
Run, Time to die.
Loss can be a powerful elixir. And maybe it takes a death for us to consider the debt we owe to life. Put down the baggage we're carrying, stop searching for a purpose, and finally see it in our own hands, where it's been the whole time. At first, I didn't think I'd make it. I'd reached the end of that capacity Max had talked about, raved and wept like a fool. But when the fog cleared from my mind, I saw that action was simple. Without proper medication, my frostbite and burns were terminal, you see. So really, I had no choice. I took Bowers serum, and it is as incredible as Deb thought. I injected only a small dose, but within 3 hours the blisters had gone. A new skin was growing under the damaged tissue. I've left Bowers' journal and an ampule of his serum in the hope that some good will come from this tragedy. The world needs a big idea, that much I agree with. So, whoever you are that finds this recording, I ask you not to come looking for me. Just tell this story. And maybe it'll be enough. Enough to galvanize thought into action and stop the destruction, not just of this wonderful place, but the whole planet. I have faith in that. I can never leave now, and that's as I would want it. This is all I have, all I ever had. It's what I am. The Antarctican.
In Cold Blood by Simon Bovey, Tom Mannion played Commander Taft. Tim McMullen, Bowers, Ndidi Delfati, Anaya, Helen Longworth, Deb, and Stuart McLaughlin, Max. Cold Blood was directed by Mark Beebe.